Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. We have our Play-Doh Sparkle Snow Dome. Now this is our Frozen themed Disney Play-Doh set. If you look at the box here, we have Anna, Elsa, Olaf, and Sven. And I hope I got all of those names right. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, please leave some messages on the comments below. But you know what? I'm actually pretty sure I got them right because Frozen is actually one of my favorite Disney movies. There's so many Disney movies out there. I feel like there's the old ones, the new ones. We got the live action ones, but the animated ones are clearly the classics, in my opinion. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just go watch them. I'm like plugging Disney right here, but then it's really, really good. So I don't even mind it at all. And we have this tape here. That's not part of Frozen, but I'm just taking it off. And we're gonna go ahead and take out the rest of the toys. We got Anna, and oh how I love Anna and Elsa. They're sisters with a relationship that is just, you know, very, very sister-like. You know, sibling rivalry. They don't really have a rivalry, do they? It's more like one's jealous of the other, one has a superpower. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you haven't watched it and don't know what the movie's about, that's pretty sad. Pretty sad. So we have the Play-Dohs there. I'm sorry, I got so carried away with describing the movie that I forgot to describe what I'm doing right now. So we have the snow dome that you can create whatever way you want. And it is absolutely fine to do whatever you want with it. We have this little instructional guide here, and we can make Olaf and Sven. If you turn it around, it tells you how to make the sparkle snow dome based on what you want it to look like. And it's not just a one way, one method, one fits all, but it is actually something that you can make by yourself, be creative with others, different Play-Doh, colors, whatever you want. Just like how Elsa made her castle, right? Am I right? So now we'll start here with the white Play-Doh. And this white Play-Doh is to make Olaf. And Olaf is made up of different shapes. If you look at the paper, you have all the different shapes that you can make in order to put him together. And Olaf likes to fall apart. He likes to just be a head, a body, take off his leg, put his carrot behind his head, his nose I mean. So what we have to do is make up the different parts of his body and then put it together at the end. Because if you do one at a time, put it together one at a time, I mean, I guess you can do that, but trust me when I say he does like to fall apart, just like in the movie, which is kind of cool. So we have our brown Play-Doh here, and what we're gonna do with the brown Play-Doh is roll it up and roll it around. Do you want to make that thin shape? Because the brown Play-Doh is gonna be Olaf's hair, and it's gonna be Olaf's arms, and a lot of other stuff too. Like you're gonna make his eyeballs and you're gonna make his buttons, because Olaf likes to wear a snowball coat, snow coat. Although he doesn't really wear a coat, but he has buttons. Isn't that weird? I noticed that. So if we look at this, it's his eyebrows, not his eyeballs, and we're gonna actually make his eyeballs right now. Two little things right in the middle of his face, and it's gonna look like this. And what we're gonna do is get an even smaller piece and put it onto the white Play-Doh to make his eyeballs. Check that out. You gotta be pretty careful, pretty delicate if you ask me, but I think if you play with Play-Doh, you might even be better at making sculptures with real clay, because you have to use your hands very delicately. And we have his carrot nose. Just want to have some carrot right now. looks like a carrot too much. The orange color actually looks better. Alright, well next time I'll bring a carrot and probably munch on it while I make this video. Now, what we have here next is Olaf's arms. And what you want is a kind of 3-pronged figure at the end there. Kind of like a fork, a mini fork, a brown mini fork. Although I don't think I would use a brown mini fork to eat food or anything, because brown is kind of nasty color. It's probably dirty. So I'm just gonna show the other one here, the next arm. And what we have here is a chance to put it all together after we make our little buttons. Little buttons for Olaf's coat. You can give him different color buttons too if you want. So we have here Olaf's eyeballs. Let's put them on. We got 1 and 2. Looks a little goofy. I mean. We have his nose, his eyebrows, and you want to smush it in there a good amount, but not too much. Ooh, Olaf's looking a little angry right now. Olaf, don't look so angry. Are you hungry? Are you hangry? It's angry and hangry put together. That's what hangry is. I like to use that word. Whoops. So put that back on there. And I want to use Elsa and her magic to make Olaf friendly. Look, he's friendly now. Now let's put on the rest of his body and make sure that the body is good to go. Sometimes you have to readjust it. What if Olaf has a big old neck? It's gonna look weird. It's not gonna look right. And Olaf has to be smiling, of course, because he is Olaf. And he has his little bug teeth right in front of his face. Let's put them together here. And again, you gotta adjust it any way you can. Make it a little bigger. Because Olaf's not this skinny snowman. No snowman's really skinny. In fact, maybe a snowman on a diet. What does snowman eat anyways? Snow. You know what they eat? They eat little gumdrop raisins for their gumdrop buttons. So let's put on the arms. This does take a little work and a little time, so be patient. Olaf might fall apart on you. That's just because that's what Olaf likes to do. Now we have to make Olaf some hair. Put that on there. I think his hair is a little long, but that's okay. You can just snip it off or just cut it off. But Olaf does have long hair. He just didn't go to the haircut place for a while. What's the haircut place called? The hair salon. Or the barbershop. So stop falling apart on me, Olaf. And there we have it. We have Olaf. Now let's go to Sven. Sven, of course, is our beloved reindeer who loves other reindeers and loves other people. So what we have to do for Sven is actually make a bigger piece of Play-Doh, because Sven is bigger than Olaf. If you have some more brown Play-Doh, you can make a gigantic Sven and just sit on him. Of course, that would make the Play-Doh kind of smush in there, but however big you want to make Sven, go ahead and do whatever you want. We're just showing you here how to make Sven as it is on the box. Now what we have here are the orange Play-Doh, and the orange Play-Doh is used for many things. This particularly is used for his hooves, his feet. And what we're gonna do is make some more eyeballs and what have you for his face. Alright, and this is actually for his ears, his 2 ears. And his ears are actually outlined by some orangey little circles because, hey, it's just good art. You know what I mean? You have the orange circles, you have the brown Play-Doh, and it contrasts. A little art lesson. Not that I qualify to tell you anything about art, really. But we have his eyeballs, because Sven has eyeballs too, just like Olaf. And everybody else. What you want to do is make the eyeballs just the right size, and then we're gonna make an outline for his ears, and he also has a mouth and a tongue sticking out because he's thirsty? I don't know. Oh, and also he has his eyeball outlines. And there's a little mishap from Olaf. Olaf, stop taking off your nose. Really, if you don't want your nose, I'm just gonna eat it, okay? Thanks, Olaf. Just stay right there. So we have Elsa's help again, and what we're gonna do is make Sven's mouth. Thanks, Elsa, for giving us your magic powers to use. I wonder how Sven sounds like if he was a human. These are the kind of things I think about. Kinda weird, kinda interesting. I know, but if you're weird, guess what? Everyone's a little weird. It's okay to be weird. You just have to put in the right amount of doses. You know what I mean? Now we have Elsa's help again to make his hooves. You especially want to make the front hooves very intricate. What am I saying? It's not that intricate, but you know, just put her hand in there and then just make it a little more realistic, because you want those toenails, those hoof nails. Now you put those on, and then you put the antlers on, and voila, you have Sven. Although Sven looks a little tired, to put it kindly. But we have him there. We're gonna move Olaf, we're gonna move everything, and I'm gonna show you the last piece of the puzzle, which is actually the snow globe. Now we're gonna put this tree onto the snow globe because these are decorations. Now the tree, it can be a little tricky, the tricky tree, but I know you can get it with a little practice and a little try, and we have the stomp method there. And what that does is give it a nice shape. Feels like Christmas already. The next figure we're gonna make is a snowflake. And oh, how I wish it snowed in California. I guess it's snowing toys on this channel, right? So please go check out some more toys. It's snowing toys here. Now what we're gonna do now is make the snow on the bottom of the snow dome. I almost forgot what I was gonna say. The snow dome. If you look at that on the paper. Because a snow dome that makes snow is not complete without some actual snow. And you want to make it as thin as possible, but also at the same time put that volcano snow in there. This explosion and this fantasy of snow right in your living room or your bedroom or your playroom with Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and Sven. It's kind of like a little snow globe, right? So we have our buddies with us all together, and Olaf is falling apart at the seams, just like he always does. And we have here the finished product. Thanks so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure. Please comment and subscribe on what you want to see next, and we will deliver it to you. Thanks again.